Hey, what's up? Like, totally time for 90210.
Well, hello, everyone. Welcome back to the 90210 show. My name is Mark. With me, as always, is my fiance, Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up?
Not much. It's been a good week here. It is June 12th, 1998.
Yes, sir.
Lots of excitement.
Yeah?
It's exciting times. It's summer.
It is summer.
1998.
It is summertime. It's very, very exciting.
Summertime. Summertime.
Wow.
What?
Isn't that like a Teddy Ruxpin song?
I don't know. Maybe.
I believe so. I'm sorry. That's hilarious to me. Oh, you just dialed into Teddy Ruxpin.
What the fuck? I'm glad you're amused.
I was locked away in the vault of your mind.
Oh my god.
Oh, did you have a little Teddy Ruxpin?
I did not.
Yeah, I did. And he sang that song, and he had a little beach shirt and little sandals.
Oh my god. No, I had pound puppies.
I had pound puppies, too.
I wasn't allowed a Teddy Ruxpin.
What a sad childhood you led.
Exactly. I had, you know what I had? My Buddy and Me.
Ew.
I didn't.
Okay, good.
It's like the Chucky doll.
Right?
Remember Kid Sister? Kid Sister?
Yes. I wanted a kid sister.
Oh, man, the 80s.
Speaking of not the 80s.
You remember this?
Okay, calm yourself down. He's like dancing a
All right.
frickin' jig in his chair.
Oh,
I didn't even know you could dance while sitting.
I violated my rule a little bit because we didn't mention St. Elsewhere. We just mentioned the decade it existed in.
Goodness. Have you been hitting the schnapps today or something?
What?
Alrighty. Talking about the 80s.
Exactly.
I've
been hanging out with Carrie Fisher.
Okay. So, I think we're supposed to be talking about 90210.
You ever see in The Empire Strikes Back, there's a scene where they're in the cockpit of the Millennium Falcon and Carrie Fisher's like standing behind him. She's got that white, like, we just were in Hoth, like, you know, outfit on and everything. And if you see, like, she gestures something with her hand, you can see that her pinky nail is super long.
So you think they let her keep her Coke nail?
She got that Coke. Yes. I don't think George Lucas digitally inserted it afterwards. Like he did with some of the stuff when they re-released it.
I mean, it could have been a character thing, you know, for Princess Leia.
Luckily for her character was also a cocaine addict.
Oh, goodness.
But
Whatever.
Speaking of cocaine addicts, 90210, let's talk about the writers.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
Let's talk about the episode.
So,
What was it called?
I don't know.
All that jazz.
Yeah. Okay. So,
Yeah, adjust your headphones. I know I'm loud.
what?
I said adjust your headphones. I know I'm loud.
So, okay. I almost said Brenda, dear God. Donna
Yeah.
has...
Ooh, Donna.
She's having all these problems with this Professor Langley.
Yeah.
And what's weird is I really thought Professor Langley was like the dude that had trouble with Brandon where he like was sleeping with his wife.
Yeah, that was Professor Langford.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it's Langley, and I have no idea who this professor is or why they hate Donna.
No, I don't know.
Okay, it's just a random thing.
Professor of economics.
Yeah, she just hates Donna for no reason.
It's so weird, dude. She gives her the weirdest looks.
Yeah. Miss Martin.
Do you ever have a teacher that hated you?
No. Yes.
Oh, okay.
In 2nd grade.
Is this a yes and thing?
No,
like you're just lying?
No, I really did.
Because I had a teacher that hated me in 2nd grade as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Weird. Well, her name was Miss Boots. And
Miss Boots.
and my hair was really long and it hung in my eyes.
Uh-huh.
And she wanted me to get it trimmed, and
She your mom?
she actually like said something to my parents, and then like we all talked at dinner about how it was none of her business and shit, right? And in the middle of class, she's at the blackboard and she's teaching, and she starts like twitching almost like something's like really fucking getting to her, right? And she storms over to me and takes her fingers and just moves my hair out of my
What the fuck?
Oh, it was fun.
Holy shit.
Good times. Why did your 2nd grade teacher hate you?
I don't know. Her name was Miss Soon. And shout out Miss Soon. She's probably dead. And
Oh, I'm sure Miss Boots is dead. Sorry, Miss Boots.
and I don't know, she hated me for some reason. So I learned to read pretty early. She put me in the remedial reading class so I could be out of her classroom for an hour every day.
So
I went
weird.
into the remedial reading room, and the teacher was like, okay, do this packet, or whatever. And I finished the packet on the first day, and she was like, you don't need to be here. And I was like, yeah. And she's like, why are you here? And I said, Miss Soon hates me. And she's like, okay. So then she would just give me a book and let me read.
That's weird. That's messed up shit.
So I just got to read for an hour every day, which was nice. Instead of being in whatever they were learning in the reading section of our class in 2nd grade. I don't know. That's why I can't conjugate verbs.
Goodness. Well, I don't know what Donna is going to not be able to do after she fails economics. Oh, wait, graduate.
Yeah. Wow. That was a good read, Carol.
Thanks. What?
That's just the way you said that. I don't know what Donna's not going to be able to do after she doesn't get economics. Oh, yeah, graduate.
Well, no, she's supposed to be graduating. And she has this big project doing economics, and the teacher fucking has it out for her.
She does.
Warns her in front of the whole class she better be prepared to present this project tomorrow. And she instead gets talked into going to New Orleans
Nolans.
with David for the night, with the understanding they would
One
fly back for her presentation.
Because he's setting up something for Monica? I don't know.
Yeah. And he had to meet with her people at the jazz festival,
Yeah.
or for the jazz festival, or I don't know.
They should do something with Casey and JoJo.
Sure.
All my life. No, because Monica and Brandy, like, yeah,
Do you think Monica is going to be in like one of the next episodes?
probably.
I mean, that's the only reason they'd name drop her, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Real quick though, before we get into it, one time I was watching one of the adult channels
Were ya?
on cable. You know how you turn on one of the adult channels and you can see like the previews, like in between the adult movies. So like you turn on, if it's an adult movie's on, it's all scrambled and shit. When the adult movie's over, you can see like their commercials. There's no nudity in it or whatever, but it's just like, up next is this, or like watch this, or ooh, Playboy bunnies, and stuff like that, right? And they had one for the like some sex line, right? And this guy gave the greatest reading in the world. It was like this mustachioed middle-aged gentleman.
Mustachioed?
Yeah,
Like pistachio?
like he had a mustache.
Mustachio.
Mustachioed.
That's not a word.
Oh, do you want to bet?
Yes.
Okay, normal bet.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We'll go to the dictionary later and we'll see.
Mustachioed.
Mustachioed.
It's not a word.
Okay. I love your confidence. But anyway, he's like, it was like the Spice chat line or whatever, right? And he's like, I'm going to try and do it exactly how he did it. The girls of the Spice chat line are real horny, that is, and they're here to take your calls.
Oh, no.
It was the best.
Wow.
Oh, that dude wanted to get out of there real fast. Anyway, so, Donna Martin graduates? Question mark? We don't know.
So what's his fucking face?
David.
David calls her. I thought he was manic again.
Yeah.
I really...
he's manic for something.
I really thought, he's in trouble. Because he's like, we gotta go, we gotta get on a plane.
Now that'll never be a problem again, Carol.
But I keep waiting for it, because that would be some kind of consistency in the world. Mm-hmm. But yeah, he's like, we gotta go tonight. And she's like, I can't go to New Orleans with you tonight. Like, it's crazy, because it is crazy.
Yeah.
And she should have stuck with her saying no.
Yeah. He's like, come on.
It's one night, your project's done, I'll have you back in the morning. How are you gonna hop on a plane? Like, how rich are you fucks?
Oh, yeah.
You hop on a
seriously, they're
plane
very rich.
to go spend the night in New Orleans and then be back.
Yep. And they have no worries. Well, David got all that money.
What was it, like $250,000? It's not like millions.
It was a lot of money. It was more than that, I think. I think $250,000 is what he invested in the company. I think he got like $500,000 or something like that,
maybe
or a full
$2 million, or I don't know. But yeah,
he's the new Luke Perry. What's his name? Dylan. He's the new Dylan. They gave him that money so that he had like money that he could just,
they need an independently wealthy person,
and he's invested in the club. He's taken a lot of Dylan's role.
Yeah, but he convinces Donna to go with him. And they go to New Orleans and they're drinking hurricanes.
Hurricanes.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah.
These gigantic.
Never had one?
No.
Oh, you should try one.
Well, what's in it?
I'll give you some hurricanes. I'm pretty sure it's like a rum punch essentially.
Well, I love rum and I love punch, so that works out.
Yeah.
But the guy was warning him like, "Oh, those are strong. Be careful." And
They'll blow you over.
Yeah. And then we cut to, prior to this,
yeah,
David's packing condoms.
Yeah, he is.
Now, what was hilarious is that Mark thought they said Big Sir or something?
Big Sir.
So we're like, oh my gosh.
David's, Brian Austin Green's agent negotiated that in the contract.
Right?
They've got to look huge.
But it actually
was a big package of condoms.
It looked suspicious. But it was a very suspicious looking package.
It was actually a transformer. You're pregnant.
But they're just regular condoms. I don't remember what it actually said, but
it said be sure.
Be sure, yeah. Not
Big Sir.
So he's packed condoms. He is thinking, and this is the night we're gonna get lucky.
It's so funny too, because when he gets off the phone with her, and it shows the condoms, they go to commercial, and it's all like the mead music. No,
the intense music.
Yeah, it's something wrong.
So like he's an evil villain because he has condoms.
Steve has a hilarious joke in this too, related to that. He's like, they're talking about how that David and Donna went to New Orleans for the night, and Claire's like, "Isn't it romantic?" And he was like, "Yeah, whatever, it's dumb." And she's like, "Why aren't you romantic like that?" And he was like, "I don't need to be romantic. We have sex."
Yeah, that was funny. Well, unfortunately, romance does not work for David, though.
No, she's a little bit drunk.
They're making out on the bed.
Everything's in place.
And, I was thinking he's being a terrible person because he's taken her away, he's gotten her drunk, and now he's going to take advantage of her.
Right.
But apparently there was some off-screen conversation that, that happens all the time in this show.
Yeah.
Because he's like, but you said you wanted to. You said you were going to, And
I kind of think that was in reference to the episode with her grandmother.
All she said was it wouldn't be forever or whatever. She never said, like, I want to have sex with you right now.
And I think maybe there were supposed to be conversations between then and now.
Maybe.
That led him to believe that maybe this would happen tonight. I don't think they necessarily had a conversation like moments ago.
Okay. Because he seemed pretty sure and pretty pissed.
He was upset, for sure. Understandably so.
Yeah, he was disappointed.
She wasn't drunk, though. Like, it was very clear she was talking lucidly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, she was a little tipsy when they left the bar, but she was, like, okay when
they must have been making out for a long time.
But yeah, he's like, but he does gather himself.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just have to be more patient. And then, like, he lashes out at her again when he's like, maybe, you know, a couple years after we get married, you'll be ready to have sex or whatever.
That was really mean.
And then he stopped. He was like, I'm sorry, you know, like, I get the frustration. And the thing is like, he's had sex before now.
Right.
So now he knows what it's like.
Yeah.
And now he's in a sexless relationship. That's hard. That's hard. I mean, no pun intended, but that's hard to go from relationships where you're having sex. I mean, he had a threesome with two girls named Mary.
Right.
And to go from that to, I love this person, but we're not having sex.
Yeah, that would be weird.
And we can make out and shit, so, like, it gets me going, but can't go all the way.
So, when she was with Ray, didn't it seem like they probably at least, like, maybe she went down on him? Like, I mean, it seemed like there was... What?
I don't know where that's coming from.
Because...
I think that's your own fantasies in your head. Is that the fan fiction that you wrote for the show? Because I don't remember the implication that.
I just had the...
Donna was wiping her mouth a lot when she was dating Ray or something? Like, where are you getting this from?
I don't remember the details, but I remember having the impression that he was being taken care of.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, it just...
Valerie was taking care of him.
Right. David definitely does not seem like he's being taken care of.
No. Well, he's not getting anything on the side.
So, yeah, he's sleeping on the fucking floor in the morning. I think that's awful. Now, maybe he had to. Maybe there was no way he could leave her alone otherwise.
Right, maybe.
But yeah, I think that was kind of shitty if she was just like, you need to get away from me.
Maybe he would have knocked her off the bed. Big sir.
Right. But when they do wake up in the morning, she's freaking the fuck out because it's 8 o'clock.
Because her hymen's pierced.
Oh my god. That is awful. No. Because they missed the plane.
Yeah.
So
he set the alarm for PM instead of AM.
It was supposed to be set for 6 a.m., but he set it for 6 p.m. They slept in 2 hours, and she's going to miss her plane.
Yeah.
Which, you know, he's like, maybe we can make it. Well, they don't. No. I mean, she gets to class at the end of class.
Correct. Yeah. Just in time to see, like, the last person leave before the teacher.
I don't understand the point. Like, at that point, you know you're fucked. Why even have the balls?
I think she was trying to, like, I don't know. I think she was trying to be like, hey, I'm here, kind of.
But she tries to explain to the teacher what happened, and that does not help her case at all.
No. Teacher's like, oh, there are deadlines in the real world. Fuck yourself. How about that?
Right. And she's like, but I'm ready to present anytime you're ready. And she's like, that's not happening.
Yeah. Better do good on the final.
I don't see how she could pass. If it's like this huge project, even if you do good on the final. I mean, I guess maybe...
She doesn't need to get an A as long as she just passes that class.
Yeah, I guess. But,
I can't imagine that she's getting her degree in anything that has to do with economics. So
I feel so bad for her, though, because she's like, I worked so hard on this. But at the same time, I was like... Yeah, but you're stupid.
Yeah, you should have just stayed home.
Yeah, if you worked that hard and you have a presentation... She was drinking the night before.
I know. Don't leave the state. Hey, here's a tip for all you college kids out there. Don't leave the state the night before a big presentation.
And don't drink the night before a big presentation or a big test.
And just hope that, like, oh, everything will work out. I mean, her plane, like, they didn't have to oversleep. Her plane could have been delayed. There could have been fog over LAX. Like, anything could have happened.
That's true. That is very true.
It's like, why leave that to chance? Wait for, tell fucking David, hey, can we postpone it a day?
Well, I think there was a festival, so no, but,
No.
Whatever. Like, have fun in New Orleans. We'll go another time.
Exactly.
They could go the next day.
Why don't you throw some beads and have sex with someone in New Orleans?
Oh, my God.
So you leave me alone, big sir.
Oh, do you think that they're going to be okay?
Yeah, I think they'll be fine.
I hope so.
I think this is the only drama that they can stir up with them, essentially.
I mean, unless they're having him have a nervous breakdown.
Yeah, because her mom doesn't hate him anymore.
Oh, yeah.
For whatever reason.
That's true. Her parents have kind of accepted him.
But anyway,
nice.
that's her storyline. We'll have to figure out what happens with her economics class. I know we're all real.
That would be awful if, she doesn't graduate or there's some big issue with her graduating again after what she went through in high school. They weren't going to let her graduate because she was drinking, right?
Yeah.
And again, she
At the
was
prom.
drinking, but this time it was in New Orleans. It's like, Donna, learn your lessons.
Exactly. Well, it wasn't champagne, at least.
No, it was a hurricane. That's better.
It wasn't someone's dad over-serving her. Over-serving a
David's dad.
underage girl.
It was David's dad,
That's
I believe.
true.
Yeah.
It's those Silver. It's those Silver boys.
Those Sting boys? What?
It's those stingers. It's the Silver boys. They like their alcohol.
I guess.
Anyway, what else is going on?
Okay. That's all I cared about.
That's all you cared about? You didn't care about the great plot between Valerie and Kelly being sick at the same time?
Oh God, that was so stupid.
Or Claire's dad and Steve's mom?
Also stupid. Thank you for reminding me about the shit I hated.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, okay. So Valerie and Kelly are both sick with the flu. What kind of flu did he say?
The Hawaiian flu.
Like what? What?
I don't think that exists.
No, they're making shit up. He's like, it's okay, it doesn't last long. I'm irritated by the fact that this whole episode goes with these two women having the flu, having been around people.
Yeah.
Being in the house with Brandon, being taken care of by Brandon. Nobody else gets it?
Yeah, Kelly's making out with him.
Right?
And he's fine.
And like...
You ever tried to make out with someone who had the flu, by the way?
Ew.
Yeah, exactly.
Ew.
Like, let me wipe my nose on the back of my hand. Then I'll give you a big old kiss.
But yeah, so Valerie and Kelly are both sick.
Yeah.
And Kelly's staying in Brandon's room, and Valerie's like in the next room. And the whole episode is just them like
being whiny.
Yeah, and having him do shit for
They're
them.
like little babies. Where's my juice?
It's very annoying.
And then they're mad at each other.
Right.
And they start talking.
And they discuss the night when Valerie and Brandon almost had sex.
Yeah, where the story we got between the two of them, by the way, like, if they're going to change this, fucking, this pisses me off.
Yeah.
Because have some consistency. Because this makes no sense. They were alone. That was like... So that happened at the end of, I think, season 6. Or season 5. One of the two. It happened at the end of the first season Valerie was there.
Okay.
And then the next... We were like, oh, are they going to fuck?
Right.
That was what we were thinking was going to happen, right? The first episode of the next season, they explain it away by saying, oh, we took our clothes off and then we started laughing or whatever, like, we couldn't do it because we're like brother and sister. They were alone when they said that to each other. Mm-hmm. So if they're going to change that, that makes no sense. Because they wouldn't knowingly lie to each other. There's no one else that they're telling that story for.
That's true. That is true.
And she does kind of allude to it. Because the big thing that comes out is Valerie's like, you ruined my chances with Brandon, and you know it when you came over that night. And then we get a sepia-toned flashback.
Do you even remember Kelly showing up and all this shit?
No, so this is all refilmed, because that happened That happened off screen.
So
we didn't see any of that.
So they're just rewriting history.
I think so. Unless I'm wrong. I mean, maybe she did show up. I don't know.
LateFeed1994@AOL.com.
Right. But the funniest thing is hearing it from Valerie's point of view, where she's like, I still love you, Brandon. I want you with me. Or I love Valerie now. Like, it's just happened.
Yeah, I mean, that's not even fucking, like, he was never in love with Valerie.
No. So, but, like, hearing all this stuff, like, I bet that's what happened. And she's like, that's not what happened. And she's like, what she says is kind of, like, also not great.
No.
Because she's like, oh, I still care for you. I still love you. But I want you to be happy. And if that's with Valerie, whatever. I just want you to be happy. I don't love it, but I want you to be happy. And he's like, okay, whatever. And he leaves. And then they don't have sex. By the way, didn't see her take her clothes off. Didn't see her take her clothes off. And then they start to laugh.
Right.
Which seems ridiculous to me.
Yeah, nobody would laugh. But, like, when Kelly came to the door, Valerie was buttoning her shirt back up.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Does that count?
I don't know.
But so she's like, oh, so you didn't try to sabotage my relationship. And she's like, no. And she's like, I don't believe you're a liar.
But I don't think any of that happened. I don't think any of it would happen. I think it's stupid.
Yeah, I don't. And then later, she's like, oh, I talked to, you two talked. Brandon's like, to Valerie, you two talked. And she's like, yeah. And she's like, I told her that nothing happened between us. That's the truth, isn't it? What does that mean? That sounds like she's intimating that's not the truth.
Yeah, I don't know.
But, like, what the fuck? Have we just been lied to this whole time? So I don't know what the fuck's going on.
I don't think that her and Brandon had sex.
I don't either.
So, I mean, I feel like maybe it was like nothing happened, like it didn't matter to you or I didn't matter to you. Or because, I mean, like, you know, despite the fact that supposedly they laughed when they took their clothes off, she's still pissed about, oh, you ruined my chance with him. So obviously she didn't feel like brotherly towards him.
Right.
So I don't know. It could be just it was nothing, right? Kind of
right.
thing.
Yeah,
she's scorned, you know.
I guess that does make sense.
Because they did at least fool around a little.
A little bit, yeah, obviously.
They got naked.
Button her shirt up.
Right? He may have tasted her nipples. Who knows? How do you look at somebody like a brother after that?
Oh, shit.
Which Kelly brings up when she's talking to Valerie, and Valerie is acting like a little fucked up.
Yeah, she is.
And she's like, you're saying that Brandon's like your lover, and then you're saying he's like your family, and they're not the same thing.
Right, and they're not.
And then Valerie's like, get out. And she looks like, because that's like a
Valerie's
slap in the
like,
face.
I'm from Alabama.
Well, I mean, she was, you know, sexually abused by her father, so.
Oh, shit, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe she does confuse those things.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ugh.
yikes.
Icky.
Oh, my God, I didn't even think about that.
But, I mean, even if she doesn't, I mean, having that said to her would have to be ouch moment.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and Kelly doesn't know.
Doesn't she? Doesn't everybody? I feel like everybody knows.
No, she doesn't know. I don't even think Brandon knows.
Really? Because it seemed like they were talking about it a lot.
No, I think it was her ex, and her mom. Those are the only people involved in that.
Okay. It was just a heavy theme of the episode.
Yeah, so. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Late P1994 all that.
So, yeah. So, like, this whole episode was just the girls being sick and whiny, arguing about Brandon.
Yeah.
Nothing really changes or important or anything.
Except for the fact that afterwards, when she's feeling better again, she's at the Peach Pit after dark. And Parker Lewis comes and visits her.
Oh, yeah.
Because he can't lose.
What?
And he's also the guy from The Stand.
Okay.
The guy that plays Parker Lewis in the TV show Parker Lewis Can't Lose.
Sure, I don't know that show.
Oh, my God.
So a dude from Kelly's dad's company comes. That's what it meant to me. I don't know this actor. Sorry.
She's like, but I want to see Mr. Martin. He's in the Far East.
His name is not Martin.
Kelly Martin, right?
No, it's Donna Martin.
Kelly Kapowski. Oh my
god. Fuck. What is her name though?
Kelly Taylor.
Yeah,
Mr. Taylor.
And she's like, I will get to meet him eventually, right? Oh yeah, eventually or whatever.
Oh yeah, he'll fuck you.
It seems like that has to be what she wants.
I don't know. We'll see.
How messed up would
Mr.
that be?
Taylor tastes my nipples.
I don't know why. Okay, so other story is Claire and Steve, and I hate them together. I just want them to break up so bad.
And they're fighting again because of their parents again.
Which this whole storyline is stupid. Like, why are their parents dating? Why are they letting that affect their relationship?
Yeah, I don't know. And his mom is in New York filming a soap opera, and he's back here chancelloring a school.
And they don't have the kind of foundation that can withstand a long-distance relationship to begin with.
No.
And they're already super different people living super different lives. And then you add the long-distance factor in, it's bound to torpedo. So
And that's essentially what happens.
yeah. So, like, you know, Claire's dad is all like, oh, I miss her, I love her, and all, like, on Twitter. And then when she shows up, she's, like, busy and blowing him off because she's with her
But not the good kind.
actor friends, right?
She's getting inducted into the TV Hall of Fame, essentially. The Broadcasting Hall of Fame.
Right.
For her role as a single mother in a Hartley house.
And the whole night, she's not paying any attention to him, even though he's supposed to be her date.
They don't come together, metaphorically or literally.
Right.
Because she goes in a limo with some of the other people because they have a pre-party thing. While after the ceremony and she gets inducted and gives her speech and everything, she starts hanging. She's like, oh, I got to meet these guys at the bar. They're talking about a series for me or whatever. She's already on a soap opera. Mm-hmm. But so she's smoozing with them all night. And they're sitting there by themselves. Arnold Squared is just fucking head in hands.
Yeah.
And she comes over and she's like, oh, thanks for waiting. Sorry about that. And he was like, oh, it's okay. You know, I'll get your coat. And she's like, oh, didn't I tell you I'm going to an after party? It's just for me. Like, you know. And he's like, what the fuck?
No,
Like,
I mean,
he finally kind of loses it.
he didn't have the self-respect to even stand up to her that hard, though.
No, he was like, you know what? I think I'll just go home. She's like, we're from different worlds. And
Yeah.
they essentially break up. She's being a fucking bitch.
Giant bitch. And so after Claire takes her dad home and tucks him in or whatever, she's mad at Steve. Which makes no sense. Steve has no control over his mom.
Yeah. They're fighting the entire episode because of the fighting over, you know, whatever.
Because of their parents.
And at one point, she's like, you know, my father, you've got other family. My father's the only thing I've got. And he's like, huh, okay. Well, if your dad's the only thing you've got, I wonder where that leaves me.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and he doesn't really have that much other family anyway. I mean, okay, well, I mean,
Those
he
two
has
losers.
his dad and his brothers, so I guess that's true, but they're not close. It's not like they're around all the time.
Rush.
Right?
Rush Sanders.
Ah, jeez. I think they just need to end it, though. I'm so tired of them.
Well, it sounds like they're leaning that way. But he does say, he's like, yeah, she was awful or whatever. And she's like, then why are you defending her? And he's like, because she's my mom. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I guess. She really, her behavior really was undefensible, though.
Yeah. But yeah, and that's essentially what happens the entire episode. Oh, and fucking Valerie. Oh, that's the other thing with the Valerie and Kelly storyline that happens.
What?
Valerie says to Steve, "Oh yeah, you know, I'll miss her next year when she's in New York."
Oh,
And
yeah.
he's like, "What?" Oh yeah, she applied to Columbia grad school. Didn't she tell you?
She doesn't say it to Steve. She says it to Brandon.
Brandon, that's what. Oh, that's what I meant.
Yeah. So she's trying to stir shit up there too.
So he says something to her, and she's like, "Yeah, I applied. I got in. I'm not going. This happened long before you and Tracy were broken up. Like, yeah, I got accepted, but now we're together. I'm not going anywhere." And she's like, "Yeah, Valerie told you, huh? She must have read it in my journal. Do you see what she's doing?" He's like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Yeah, this house isn't big enough for the two of us." So she's making him choose me or Valerie, essentially.
As she should. I'm sorry, but like, they were gonna get engaged. They still have the ring. They're back together. They're gonna get engaged. And it's not fair for him to make her be around somebody who is like evil to her and she hates.
I understand, but it's like, it's also kind of not fair for her to lay down an ultimatum with someone that he's known since they were kids.
But she's being evil to her. She's read her diary. She's trying to break up their relationship.
But they both don't like each other. They're both mean to each other.
Toxicity, though. I mean, like, I'm sorry, no. Like, he has to choose Kelly in this situation. It's not fair. It's not fair.
Okay. I mean, I don't know.
I'm on her side. They don't need that person in their life trying to break them up.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I see what you're saying. Because she is trying to break them up.
Yeah.
And fuck Kelly's dad, although they don't know that yet.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think that's what she's going to do.
We'll see. But yeah,
she'll be like, "Look, I'm going to be your stepmom." Kelly, I have your little brother or sister right here.
That would be the ultimate. Oh my God.
Don't worry, we're just starting a new family without you.
Oh my God. But that is the episode, Carol.
It is. So you can write us and tell us all the things we got wrong at latefee1994 at AOL.com.
Yep.
Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com
Mm-hmm.
and share the tapes with your friends.
All right, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.